Hello, hello. Today we have kind of a bit of a different review. I'm not going to necessarily review this as I am going to swatch it. I honestly don't know enough about foundations or bronzers to properly give this a review. What I can tell you as someone who's quite new to makeup, especially bronzers. I just started using bronzers for the first time last year. So I'm still really new to all this stuff, but I can say as a new consumer and someone who just started using these, I'm quite happy with the products that I received. So we have, both of these products are from BPerfect Cosmetics. They're a cosmetics company from Northern Ireland. And this is their Chroma Cover Medium Coverage Soft Filter Luminous Foundation. I believe their Luminous Foundation is more popular than their matte foundation. There is a matte version of this if you are interested. And then I also have here their Cronzer, which is a cream bronzer. I'm, like I said, still kind of new to the makeup world, but even newer to using things that are liquid or cream. I'm an old school girly. I like all the powders. That's what I grew up using. That's what my mom had growing up, so of course that's what I learned to use. So we have two of these, and I think I'll start first with the foundation. So this is the packaging. The shade I picked up was N3, which I believe the N stands for neutral, so I picked a neutral luminous foundation. They have 36 shades. This retails for $31 US, but I was able to get mine on sale for $15, which is why I bought it so I could try it. It's so fancy. Look at that. That's so fancy. I'll put that away because it's so reflective. But look how fancy this is. I love that. I love the box. The packaging's really nice. And I love how they differentiate, like the matte box I believe is mostly all black. The luminous box is all chrome. So that's really cool. This is the product. Again, this is an N3. I would describe myself as a light medium girl. I have used it, and I used it, if you've seen my photos and follow me on this channel, I did use this as my foundation for my Christmas look. So maybe I'll put those pictures up somewhere, but I did use this. I didn't really have any problem with it. I'm going to do just a little bit. Just so, and of course this is on my hand. But I think that's a pretty decent match, right? Like maybe a little lighter than my actual skin tone, but that's fine because that gets all blended out with the bronzers and the blushes and the highlights and all that stuff, and of course the concealer and everything like that. But I think this is, can you even see that it's on my skin? I think that's a pretty good match. I'm going to do a little bit over here again. And this time I'm going to use this is a Morphe sponge. I'm going to use my Morphe sponge to kind of, blend that out. And it has the same effect, it really looks like, even though I used my finger for the other one. I really enjoyed it, but I honestly, like I said, I don't feel like I could properly review this, only because I don't know enough. The smell, it's like a very light, it's like a light floral, a very light, almost sunscreen smell, because I think this might actually have sunscreen in it. Let me check before I make that statement. So on the back, it says, skin optimizing ingredients combined together with a concentrated pigment, ensuring longevity and soft filtered effect, hyaluronic acid, vitamin E, and rosehip oil. So I think the smell is just from the rose. I don't see anything about this having any possible sunscreen in this. So I don't think this has sunscreen. I think that floral smell comes from the rosehip oil. But, I mean, I think it's a pretty decent match. I don't think it's that bad. I thought it was comfortable. I didn't feel like it was extremely drying. I feel like it lasted all day because I had that makeup on from 6 in the morning until around, 10, 11 o'clock at night. It was a whole day, and I don't think I had any issue touching it now. It feels so soft. Like I said, this is mostly just for swatches, just to see the color. I'm Latina. The shade N3 is what worked for me, so that, I mean, that's maybe somewhere you could begin if you're also a light medium skin tone. No issues with the Chroma cover. I quite like it. I actually thought about already purchasing another one. This is the Cronzer in Swarthy. So this one costs $22. And I also got this one on sale. I bought both of these items for $15. For the Cronzers, there are 9 available shades. And Swarthy is literally dead center. It is in the middle. This is the middle color. So if you think this color it looks too dark, you'll want to go down the line on the website. If you think this is too light, you'll want to go up the line on the website, because looking at the website, the Swarthy shade is dead center of their cream bronzers. It says a lightweight formula that blends effortlessly into the skin for a seamless finish, highly pigmented, color enriched, buttery formulation. I've never used a cream bronzer. I don't have a lot of experience using cream anything, so again, I can't fully give this a good or bad review other than just saying as a newbie, I did struggle with this a little bit. And then on Christmas, I think was my best application that I've ever done. And I think it changed because I ended up using a different brush. It just is an angled blush brush. This literally comes from like a Marshall's. It's just, you know, off-brand, those huge packs. But I was able to use a brush like this to apply this product better, and I think the issue was I wasn't using the right brush the first couple of times. So it's got that little foam on top. I think I'll swatch it first, and then I'll try to apply with the brush. So I'm going to use my finger first, just so I'm going to apply it up here. This is a cream. It is very soft. Oh my goodness, this feels so soft. That's that shade right there. I'm gonna, whatever's left over on my finger. That's the same shade. That's just whatever's left over on my finger. So of course this depends on being a cream. It depends on how much you actually want on there, of course. So I'm gonna dip in here, and I don't want to do too much. Let me see if I can try and do like a little bronzer moment on here. I think you can kind of see it. I don't go too intense with what I use because I'm still learning how to use it. But I think after figuring out what the best kind of brush to use, it blends out so much nicer, and it helps me evenly distribute the product. Because when I first tried this, I used a different kind of brush and I looked insane. The lines were so harsh, and that was my bad. I was not using the right brush, and I'm glad I kept giving this a try. So no bronzer, bronzer. Just for you girlies, I'll try and make this darker, and of course you can keep building up. I can see the sparkle, you can see a little bit of shimmer on there. I like this product, and at first when I used it, I was like, girl, this is not for me. I still can't figure it out. I still don't know how to use these cream bronzers Gen Z is fawning on about. I cannot figure it out. I really was going to give it away. I was going to give it away to my cousin. But I thought, I'll keep trying, I'll keep using it. And I'm glad I kept it. I'm gonna try and bring this out now and see if I can, now that that's been sitting there, can I still blend it out? We'll see. But I'm glad I kept it. I usually, my kind of trophy bronzer comes from the Trixie Mattel, like the Trixie Cosmetics line, that Flower Power bronzer that has 2 different shades and a highlight in the compact. Works so well. That one is my favorite. So you can see there, like, I haven't been able to, maybe if I kept working it, it might come off more, but I think you definitely want to work it as soon as you can. As soon as you can blend it out. But I think this is a good example. You can see on this side, it's definitely blended out. I don't think, I'm trying to look into my camera, I don't see any harsh lines. It blends out so well. It is very comfy. I didn't have any issues with the lasting power. You can see this patch right here, for haven't applied anything yet. But look at that. I think it blends out so well. It's a lot simpler to use once I figured out what kind of brush I needed. And again, this is in Swarthy. Go look at the website. This is $22 for, let's see what the ounces on here are. For 16 grams or 0.56 ounces. I quite like this, and I really am loving BPerfect Cosmetics. I really am enjoying this brand. So as a newbie, I absolutely recommend it. For someone who's an MUA or professional, you know, someone who loves, I see a lot of reviews on foundation, but I never really know. Like, I don't know. I personally liked it. I didn't think there was any issues with it, but I would love to know if someone else has used it, if they see any issues or have any issues with it, because as a just simple consumer who's new to using Cronzers and this idea of having more than one foundation, I quite enjoyed it. And I think I liked it. It worked well for me, but I would love to know y'all's thoughts. Have a great day.